forgot, my friends. It is going to be lit now. Okay. Wait a second here. Oh my goodness. I cannot be the only one who has read the fucking Scary Stories books. Oh my god. Me fucking childhood! I saw like a fucking snippet of the trailer, and already they got fucking Harold. There was like 3 monsters they showed, but I couldn't remember. They had Harold and that fucking thing from the hotel room story that I hate. That one scared the living shit out of me. But we're going to check this out. Harold is the fucking scarecrow from Scary Stories 3. Alright. I thought that it was the It 2 trailer. Okay. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark trailer. Okay, I guess I'll go with the... Should I just go with the longest one? I don't remember what that one is, the one from the... Dude, they've been talking about this for so long, they finally got it out. Rapid trailer.
What's that? It's your book of scary stories.
Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up, I don't want to see... Okay, because that's the trailer before the trailer thing.
Some people believe.
Hang on a second, I still got my headphones on. Alright. Dude, the monsters look fucking amazing.
If we repeat stories often enough, they become real.
Yeah, maybe.
They make us who we are.
Fucking Chad, fucking Brad.
That can be scary. Eat it, Harold.
Ah, they're doing the same oh shit, the same shit from the story, except it's not old farm boys.
See a haunted house?
Yeah. See a haunted house. And get some
Kids went missing, so they boarded it up.
Alright, stop. Holy shit.
We saw it. Can we go now?
Who ordered the chicken?
Oh, get him. Damn, bitch, they're making it look like an actual horror movie too. This is like a kid's movie, right?
Tell me a story.
That bitch is gonna be mad. Oh shit.
Hey, what's going on?
Tommy's missing.
Tommy's name was in the book.
Oh, they actually
It's
fucking murked him.
connected, right? Okay, what if what happens in the book is exactly what's happened for real? Oh my god.
August.
Stella!
Listen, you're in the next story. We're reading it right here.
It's a corpse looking for her missing toe.
Ew. I remember this shit. You have it. Holy shit.
Look something up.
The red spat. No. Oh god, I remember that. Holy shit.
Sarah Bellows' book, where the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
Yeah, maybe. Oh shit. The ghost dog? Was there one like that?
The jangling man is coming.
What is that one again? Holy shit, what the fuck? Holy shit. Dude, that shit looks fucking good. This film is not yet rated. Bruh. Holy shit. I'm so fucking hype. It's about damn time. Face haunted me in the fucking, yeah. Stupid bitch. Oh no, I don't want to say that again. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. I remember reading these books a lot, yep. And now they get to haunt you in the future too. Quadruple perfect. The fuck? Oh hell no, the fucking scarecrow. Grew up on these books. The artwork in those books always scared the shit out of me, thanks to my big sister for showing those to me. First Goosebumps, now this. Who the fuck made this scarecrow in the first place? It doesn't need a cursed book to make people leave Brown I've been waiting for like damn 30 years for this book to finally become a movie at last. Yes, baby, and let us get it now. Holy shit. Holy shit. Should I watch the It Chapter 2 trailer too? I don't give a fuck about that shit right now. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, somebody made an animated version of Harold.
When it got hot in the valley, Thomas and Alfred drove their cows up to a cool green pasture in the mountains to graze. Usually they stayed there with the cows for 2 months. Then they brought them down to the valley.
How many fucking cows I've got?
The work was easy enough, but it was boring. All day the two men tended their cows. At
When
night,
was
they
this?
went back
When
to
did
the
this come
tiny
out?
hut where they lived. They
It's
ate
from
supper and
2015?
worked in the
Holy shit.
garden and went to sleep. It was always the same. Then Thomas had an idea that changed everything.
Let's make a doll the size of a man.
Let's make a
It would be fun to make, and we could put it in the garden to scare away the birds.
It should look like Harold, Alfred said. Harold was a farmer. They both...
It's fucking, Dale from fucking, or not Dale, but Bill from fucking King of the Hill. It should look like Harold. Looking ass.
They made the doll out of old sacks stuffed with straw.
Not
They gave
sacks.
it a pointy nose like Harold's and tiny eyes like his. Then they added dark hair and a twisted frown. Of course, they also gave it Harold's name. Each morning on their way to the pasture, they tied Harold to a pole in the garden to scare away the birds. Each night they brought him inside so he wouldn't get ruined if it rained. When they were feeling playful, they would talk to him. One of them might say, "How are the vegetables growing today, Harold?" Then the other, making believe he was Harold, would answer in a crazy voice, "Very slowly." They both would laugh, but not Harold. Whenever something went wrong, they took it out on Harold. They would curse at him, even kick him or punch him. Sometimes one of them would take the food they were eating, which they were both sick of, and smear it on the doll's face. "How do you like this stew, Harold?" he would ask. "Well, you better eat it, or else." Then the two men would howl with laughter. One night, after Thomas had wiped Harold's face with food, Harold grunted. "You hear that?" Alfred asked. "It was Harold," Thomas said. I was watching him when it happened. I can't believe it." "How could he grunt?" Alfred asked. "He's just a sack of straw. It's not possible." "Let's throw him in the fire," said Thomas.
The shit.
"And that'll be that." "Let's not do anything stupid," said Alfred. "We don't know what's going on. When we move the cows down, we'll just leave him behind. For now, let's just keep an eye on him." So they left Harold sitting in a corner of the hut. They didn't talk to him.
It's good, Jim Carrey.
Anymore. Now and then the doll grunted, but that was all. After a few
Oh, that
days,
was all.
They decided there was nothing to be afraid of. Maybe a mouse or some insects had gotten inside Harold and were making those sounds. So Thomas and Alfred went back to their old ways. Each morning they put Harold out in the garden, and each night they brought him back into the hut. When they felt playful, they joked with him. When they felt mean, they treated him as badly as ever. Then one night, Alfred noticed something that frightened him. "Harold is growing."
What the fuck?
"I was thinking the same thing," Thomas said.
Maybe it's just our imagination,
Alfred replied.
we've been up here on this mountain too long.
The next morning, while they were eating, Harold stood up.
Holy
walked
shit,
out
dude.
of the hut. He
That
climbed up
motherfucker
on the
said
roof
garbage.
and trotted back and forth like a horse on its hind legs. All day and all night long, he trotted like that. In the morning, Harold climbed down and stood in a far corner of the pasture. The men had no idea what he would do next. They were afraid. They decided to take the cows down into the valley that same day. when they left, Harold was nowhere in sight. They felt as if they had escaped a great danger and began joking and singing. But when they had gone only a mile or two, they realized they had forgotten to bring them. Neither one wanted to go back for them, but the stools would cost a lot to replace. There really is nothing to be afraid of, they told each other. After all, what could a doll do? They drew straws to see which one would go back. It was Thomas.
Oh shit.
I'll catch up to you, he said, and Alfred walked on toward the valley. When Alfred came to a rise in the path, he looked back for Thomas. He did not see him anywhere,
shit.
but he did see Harold. The doll was on the roof of the hut again. As Alfred watched, Harold kneeled and stretched out a bloody skin to
Oh
dry
my
in the
God.
sun.
Welcome to the fucking reality, boy. Let's see here. Little boochie booch bitch. Little my ASM. Oh, dude, he's like animating all the fucking scary stories, bro. The bloody dead hand it was. Oh, hell no, I remember that shit. Oh, shit. Oh, it's from like many years ago, dude. The dead hand scared the shit out of me too, so.
The village huddled on the edge of a vast swamp. As far as one could see.
Oh, it's just an audio reading. Bloody footsteps, you say? Is this the one with the snow or whatever? Hey, Harold. Harold, we were just talking about you. Hold on.
At night, they went back to the tiny hut where they lived. They ate supper and worked in the garden.
Harold, I
and
was
went to
just reading
It
a
was
story about you.
always the same. Then Thomas had an idea that changed everything.
Oh, thanks, friendly otaku.
Let's make a doll the size of a man,
He said,
it would be fun to make, and we could put it in the garden to scare away the birds.
"It should look like Harold."
Yeah, Harold, it
Alfred
should
said.
look like you, dude.
Harold was a farmer they both hated. They made the doll out of old sacks stuffed with straw. They gave it a pointy nose like Harold's. And
I'm doing good, Harold. Your friendly otaku. Oh, yeah, thanks, you guys. Yeah, I'm doing good, Harold. I just, as you can see the title, I just reacted to the trailer for this new movie that's coming out. I don't know if you ever heard of those Scary Stories books, but back in the day, back in school, back in school they would have them, and they were like, you know, they were kind of like Goosebumps books a little bit, but not really. And a new trailer for a movie just came out for it.
What's that? It's your book of scary stories.
It was fucking litty! I guess I can do my trailer analysis
Some
now.
people believe if we repeat stories often enough, they become real. They make us who we are. That can be scary.
eat it, Harold.
Damn. Oh, fucking Lionsgate too.
Do you want to see a haunted house?
You wanna see something cool?
Some kids went missing, so they boarded it up.
Oh yeah, cause that just goes one and the same.
Sorry. Can we go now? Who ordered the chicken?
Who ordered the chicken?
What's that?
It's a book of scary stories.
Holy shit.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story, pussy. Holy shit. We're coming for you, Thomas.
Hey, what's going on?
Tommy's thing.
Tommy's name was in the book. There's no way it's actually connected, right? Okay, what if what happens in the book is exactly what's happened for real? Oh my god. Augie!
Damn, that's too funny, yeah.
You're reading it right.
But yeah, that book is like a... It's like they're full of like... It's like it was 3 books, and they each had like a collection of scary stories that the guy would like had collected from people he had heard, you know, over the years or something. And like he would put them all together, and then they had like these really creepy ass drawings too by like a really good like scary artist. It was really cool. Me bloody childhood it was.
For her missing toe.
Give me my bloody toe, you little bitch.
I'm afraid that we woke something up.
The attic, the red... Oh, fuck, I used to hate that one.
We've got to stop it.
Holy shit, and then that bitch.
Sarah Bellows' book, where the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
Yeah, maybe. I know the back rooms. What was in here again? I didn't remember. The fucking...
Man is coming.
Oh, he said the chimney man? I thought he said the jingling man. I was like, what the fuck?
The jingling man is coming.
Okay, then I don't know. Okay, I think that's the guy that like fucking dances or whatever. Dude, I just want to read all these again. Here, Harold, I want you to listen to your story real quick.
To scare away the birds. It should look like Harold, Alfred said. Harold was a farmer they both hated. They made the doll out of old sacks stuffed with straw. They gave it a pointy nose like Harold's and tiny eyes like his. Then they added dark hair and a twisted frown.
Well, I already listened to it, so...
They also gave it Harold's name. Each morning on their way to the pasture, they tied Harold to a pole in the garden to scare away the birds. Each night, they brought him inside so he wouldn't
What
get
other
ruined
scary
if it
stories
rained.
do I want to see?
When they were feeling playful, they would talk to him. One of them might say, "How are the..."
Libby for Gucci. Alright, let's see here. Alright, what other good? I guess the rest, I can't really remember that many. Bloody hell no. Oh my god, so many people are animating these shits. For real?
Based on the iconic book series.
Nope.
Stories. This film is not yet rated.
Me, nothing scares me. We need to thoroughly traumatize these kids again. That one ruined my life, this girl same. Oh, the wolf, yeah, I remember that one. The red dick. Oh, that's like a live action version of it. Alright, let's see what this one is. Get in there, you soda. God, these fucking pictures were too much. Ah! I dropped my phone.
A young girl was sleeping in her
A young little bitch. Alright,
when a
stop.
spider crawled across her face. It stopped for a few minutes on her left cheek.
And then it took a big
Then
shit.
it went on its way. When she woke up the next morning and looked in the mirror,
Well,
she
saw
noticed
anime.
a red spot on her cheek. What's this?
She's like, bitch,
She
oh no.
asked her mother. It looks like a spider bite, her mother replied.
It will go away, just don't scratch it. Soon the small red spot grew into a big red boil.
Oh, hell no.
Look at it now, the girl said. It's getting bigger. That sometimes happens, her mother said. It's coming to a head. In a few days, the red spot was even larger. Look at it now, the girl said. It hurts so much, and it makes me look so ugly. We'll have the doctor look at it, her mother said. Maybe it's infected. But the doctor couldn't see the girl until the next day. That night, she decided to take a nice, relaxing bath. As she lay soaking in the warm water, the boil suddenly burst. Out poured a swarm. From the eggs their mother had laid in her cheek.
No, I can't. Holy shit. Oh my god, the dream, that's what that one is. No, what is this? Get that out of here. Oh, what was another good one? How about the hand? Or that's what this was, right? The dead man's hand, that's what it was. The dead man's dick. Oh no, that's from the second one. That one was pretty good. The dead hand, that's what it was, okay.
The dead hand. The village huddled on the edge of a vast swamp. As far as one could see, there were soggy meadows, holes filled with black water,
Soggy.
and glistening sheets of wet, spongy peat. Skeletons of giant trees, snags the people called them, rose up out of the muck, their dead branches reaching out like long, twisted arms. During the day, the men in the village cut the peat and hauled it home to dry and sell for fuel. But when the sun went down and the wind sighed...
Somebody made a full fucking movie out of it? Like a live action shit? Holy shit, I'm gonna have to watch this later. Scary things caught on camera, it shows the fucking back rims. That's finna be lit. I'm gonna have to see that. Alright. The bloody thing it is, huh?
There were two young boys named Trevor and Will. They spent most of their summer
Two young little
hanging around
shits.
town, looking for things to do. One hot August night, the boys were sitting on a fence by the main road. There was a cornfield just across the road. Suddenly, Trevor spotted something in the field, in the darkness.
Huh? What did
It
he
was hard
spot?
to make out, but he thought it looked like some kind of weird animal. He nudged his friend and pointed into the direction of the strange-looking figure. Will said he could see it too. He wasn't sure, but the mysterious thing seemed vaguely human. The next thing they knew, the thing was gone. The boys craned their necks and scanned the fields with their eyes. Out of the blackness came the thing. It slowly walked over to the edge of the field, before disappearing again. Trevor and Will looked at each other, puzzled.
Bloody Palazzo.
What was that? Asked Will.
Dude, I actually have all of these books too. I actually have them on hard.
Replied Trevor. No sooner had he said that, than Trevor felt a clammy hand on his shoulder. He turned around and found himself staring directly into the hideous face of the thing. He let out a yell of terror and surprise. The rotting skin on the thing's face was coming off in places, revealing the bone underneath.
Damn.
For a moment, it just stared silently at Trevor with its dark sunken eyes.
Wait, how did this end again? I
Then it
forgot there was like a
suddenly grabbed
twist to
hold
it.
of his arm. Trevor felt its fingernails dig into his flesh as he wiggled out of his grasp. The two boys leapt off the fence and ran down the road, screaming in horror. They didn't stop running until they reached their homes. They tried to tell their parents and friends about the thing they had seen that night, but nobody believed them.
What the fuck? Hold
When
on.
Trevor woke up the next morning, the scratches on his arm were still there. After a few
I've never
days,
listened to the whole fucking
they
thing.
got worse and worse.
Not today, but like a
Trevor
few
got
of them.
sick, and his parents took him to see a doctor. After examining his arm, the doctor told the boy it was infected and gave him some pills to take. Unfortunately, Trevor's condition got worse and worse. The infection spread to his entire arm, and it wasn't long before his flesh was rotting and falling off.
Damn.
He was taken to the hospital, but no matter what the doctors did, no treatment seemed to work. The infection spread throughout his whole body. Trevor was confined to bed and started to waste away. It seemed like he was beyond help, and as the days went by, he steadily grew worse and worse. His anguished parents could only sit at his bedside and cry as they watched their beloved son slowly rotting away before their eyes.
Damn. That's fucked up.
On the day that Trevor finally passed away, Will came to the hospital to visit him. When the boy walked into the hospital room and saw Trevor lying in bed, he was horrified. His friend looked exactly like the thing.
Oh, that's right. That's what that was. The illustration or what sold the stories the most, definitely. Oh shit. I would love to see a horror film with monster designs or even visuals inspired by this shit. Well, get ready, bitch. They are now set to premiere November 2019. November. Oh my goodness. On Netflix or a movie? Ugh. When I grow up, I'll make a movie out of these, I promise. Yeah, I'm good, motherfucker. Let's see here. It's happening! But guess what? They already released the trailer. Ah! That was a freaking children's book. Yes, it was. Suck my balls. Alright,
The
anyways.
big toe.
Okay, that's how the
Boy was
that's really the
digging at
first
edge of
fucking
the
way that
garden
this starts off.
when he saw
The fucking scary stories to tell in the book, or in the dark. This fucking creepypasta had to... Oh shit. Skinwalker Ranch, you bloody whitey. Picked out specifically when each of the stories starts in case... Oh, thank you, bitch. Damn. There's only that many, dude. It felt like there was a bunch in the first one. Okay.
a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. So he
I'll watch all of these eventually. Let's see here. Let's watch other people react to the trailer, of course. Am I getting an ad for the trailer? Holy shit, bitch. Why? Oh, I thought that it was a new Trick or Treat movie. That's just the kill count.
Stories to tell in the dark. Not gonna waste any more time.
Scary stories to fuck your fucking childhood up. Is my controller still on? Yes, it is. I would have died.
I know how you feel.
They've clearly never seen this before, so. Bitch, this is a different trailer. Fuck out of my way, bitch. I'm trying to see the... Okay, I want to see the other trailer now, then. This should be that 2:40-second one, I guess.
It's your book of scary stories.
No, this looks like the regular one. Is it this minute-long one? I am bloody confused. Oh, okay, no, this is the right one. Well, this is the one they were watching.
But they don't realize I have scary stories of my own.
Sarah Bellows.
Miss Sarah.
Tell me a story.
Fuck your story, kid.
Sarah Bellows' book. When the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
You don't read the book. The book reads you.
So stupid.
I'm afraid I'm gonna die, Dad.
We're next. We're next.
Oh shit, bitch. This summer will be scary. It fucking better, bitch. Dee-dees.
Happy Monday, Reject Nation. I'm Craig Alba. I'm John Humphrey. We're gonna watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the official trailer. I'm looking forward to checking this out. John grew up on Scary Stories.
The
to Tell in
midnight
Dark.
ice cream truck.
I did not. Before we go into that, I wanted to say
Just delicious. Oh fuck. I remember that shit. That was wild.
over there. We do weekly Q&As as well as TV show reaction stream-alongs for many shows. That includes My Hero Academia, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan. I literally just shot the last episode for Attack on Titan. Eyes are a little
2
red.
months ago versus 19 hours ago. Okay.
Supernatural, Gotham, Haunting of Hill House,
Bunch
and
of shitty ass shows that nobody cares about.
He does music video reactions occasionally. Anywho, let's see what's going on here.
Let's get all fucking spooky. Yeah. Book of scary. Come.
Whoa.
If we repeat stories often enough,
If we repeat stories often enough, we'll learn how to read it.
Law of attraction.
they make us who we are. That can be scary.
Eating Harold.
Do you want to see Haunted House?
You wanna see something wild?
Some kids went missing, so they worried.
Okay, we saw it. Can we go now?
Who ordered the chicken?
That's my new line.
What's that?
It's a book of scary stories. Tell me a story.
Yeah, it's butchy. What's up, little bitch?
Hey, what's going on?
Tommy's missing.
Tommy's name was in the book. There's no way it's actually connected, right? Hey, what if what happens in the book is exactly what's happened for real? Oh my god. Andy!
Stella!
Listen, you're in the next story. Right here.
It's a corpse looking for her missing toe.
I'm afraid that we woke something up.
The cat's paw. Oh shit.
Wait, guys, stop it!
Sarah Bellows' book. When the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
Yes, even though you were being sarcastic, you did just
Don't
describe.
die, doggy.
That dog dipped. What's up, bitches?
Awesome.
I don't remember the Jingling Man, whatever that is. Oh, fuck off. And then you get Annabelle, some fucking low budget fucking horror piece of shit.
I love that trailer.
Yeah, it's a really good trailer.
I loved it more than the last one. I think the last one maybe honed in a little better on like creep factor, but this one actually gave me a sense of what the movie's gonna be.
Well, yeah, the first one made me kind of wonder a little bit, whereas this, makes me sort of go, I can see how this would totally work as a movie, you know?
Yeah, this concept of telling stories that come true, I love it, because one thing I was curious about was how are they gonna be able to tell a wide variety of creatures' tales and not have it feel bombarded? Is it going to be like an anthology kind of deal? It's not like Final Destination. It's just semi in concept reminded me of it in terms of death is coming for this specific person that has been named or they're next on the list, and with this like book of the characters that are in this story, so essentially death is coming for them next. I'm loving the whole aesthetic to it. I think the kids dynamic, Kids in Peril, is a great horror thing that's coming around a lot these days. But these kids look like a lot of fun. They look like they have great chemistry, I think.
Yeah, well, it looks really natural. It doesn't look like they're trying to replicate or ape the Losers Club exactly.
Right.
You know, like they feel like a natural group of small town high school friends. And I like the first trailer reminded me of like a darker, a bit more aggressive version of Goosebumps. And I still kind of get those vibes because there's a definite similarity just in what the source material is. I do like that idea that, okay, every person in our main cast is being named in a story, and thus that story is going to come, directly for them. So in that way, it almost takes the Final Destination and crashes it into Goosebumps, in a sense.
Yeah, we've done it. We've linked it. Final Destination meets Goosebumps.
But I love
meets Creep Show. Meets Guillermo del Toro.
Well, yeah,
Guillermo del Toro.
The trailer actually gave me that the first one didn't as much, is how menacing and how truly chilling a lot of this looks, because in the books, part of
they were fucking scary.
Those home so well is the illustrations are so unsettling, and especially the creature designs here being so faithful really do look like they're ripped out of those pages. So I'm excited for this because it looks like a more youth accessible horror movie, but that isn't pandering, that looks like it could still be legitimately chilling no matter who you are.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, because I feel like even if this movie isn't ultimately scary, I feel like there'll be some like creepy moments or ooh, that's kind of eerie,
like,
no matter what. But even if I don't walk out going, I was scared, if I don't feel that way, it seems like no matter what, it's going to be like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that level of fun house horror looks really striking here. I'm looking forward to it. The lighting with it, I think, is great because it looks like whenever there's a creature on screen, they really they go full blown with a specific color. A lot of it seems to be like dark blue, or you see one shot of the hallway where it's full blown red. But then there's a little bit more naturalistic lighting when you're just with the characters, but you're not with a creature in there. Because it's interesting what you're saying to me about how in the books this looks very accurate to them, because to me this looks so much like Guillermo del Toro's makeup team designs.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a sense for that, especially in the later aspects when you get the more contortion-heavy creatures. But at least like the Scarecrow is like the spitting image. I forget what her name is, but the woman in the red hallway is like the spitting image of that illustration, and that's really impressive to me because those illustrations are so kind of not impressionistic, but they're not exactly photoreal either.
I hope this film gets more promos, or I hope it gets more attention, because right now it seems like people who watch these trailers are very excited for it, but it doesn't seem like the trailers don't perform as well as they could be. But I don't really hear too much talk about this movie. Maybe because of the fact that
why is he obsessed with Fishbone?
Lionsgate co-produces it, so it's essentially a little bit of a smaller kind of movie. But this looks different. This looks like it could be something really special, and I don't want it to just be some cult hit that just comes and goes. I like a movie like this to really
get a
Get
lot of
popular.
attention, you know?
Yeah, I would hope so too. And I mean, I'm excited. Yeah. And I'm excited for Andre Overdahl because the only movie of his I've seen thus far is a found footage or a mockumentary style movie. So to see what he's going to do with just a normal style, narrative cinematography. Like, I love the look of the shots and stuff in here.
Yeah, and the music in this trailer is also great. I love that like suspenseful build kind of music, and it's not like relying on like eerie string music, which I feel like a lot of horror movies do now, like the eerie strings. And this wasn't doing that. It was like very heavy, and something's coming, you know. That was great.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
I like these sort of contained within town stories that we get, where you can really feel the presence of the town. Does it say what year this takes place in?
The late 60s.
Late 60s. Yeah, oh yeah, I should have been able to pick up on that by the way some people are dressed. It could look like the 50s too. Either way, I like that when you can really feel the kind of town that we're living in. I don't know if this is going to be like some type of, it's called Mill Valley, but is it going to be something more like Derry from it, where the parents and everyone have heard about these kind of things before. You know, I'm wondering what the world of it is.
What is the world?
Because it's kid focused, and it seems like the cop, like, yeah, I know about this author or whatever.
Well, yeah, and I was wondering if that scene was going to progress to him being like, this is just a ghost story, or if maybe there's something where it's like, oh yeah, I've had an experience like this before, you know.
Yeah.
And that could actually be a neat thing.
That'd be cool to have some type of different twist on it. Yeah. But, you know, like one of my complaints about Brightburn was not being able to know the town or feel the town when all the crazy shit's going down, and it really seems like that. You know, you have your main ensemble, and then you have like other kids who are gonna get killed off. Yeah. Like douchebags who are beating up a scarecrow.
Douchebags.
Girl with a pimple. Like characters who are just gonna suffer that we're gonna cut around to. But I'm hoping that within that we really do get a sense of even the parents here, because that's something I've always liked in these kind of horror movies as well. Anywho, are you guys excited for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yeah,
the sequel to Goosebumps, the sequel to Tales from the Crypt. Comment below.
It's none of those things.
Final Destination.
Final Destination. Comment below. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Also, check us out on Patreon. Last but not least, speaking of Patreon of the day, shout out to...
What if my audio wasn't working this whole time?
Patreon. Last but not least, speaking of Patreon of the day, shout out to...
What if my audio wasn't working this whole time?
Patreon.
Titties! It's over.
Hey guys, so it looks like we have a trailer.
Nobody fucking cares. Actually, have you seen this shit? Oh, this bitch hasn't, I know that much. Stop with Annabelle. Oh my god.
Hey guys, so it looks like we have a trailer for
She's probably actually
Scary
seen.
Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yep, she's seen this before.
If you guys have seen my other reactions to this, you know the story, but if you haven't, here is the quick story. I had all the books.
Yeah,
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and even more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I had a couple of friends lived right down the street.
I think it was just called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark 3, but I
to read. I love being scared. I love making myself scared because I'm crazy. I don't know why, but I do. So, I would go visit my friends, and then I'd have to walk back at night, and I was so terrified.
That's terrible.
So terrified.
There were so many.
Harold,
dude, there were so many of those that were like fucking outside, like somebody fucking following you home as you walk home.
I was gonna see Harold up on a rooftop stringing someone's skin out to dry, and no, the scarecrow. I'm so, and so much more of this book terrified me, but that was the one that like stuck out in my head. Like, I literally have nightmares about Harold the Scarecrow.
I wonder fucking why.
I mean,
Get ready.
It's not like I would ever torment a scarecrow, but I feel like Harold's still gonna come after me for some reason. I don't know why, but I do.
It's gonna be lit.
It terrifies me. So, that being said, Harold is in this, along with some of the other crazy ones, like the toe one and the spider face one, and
spider face.
But I'm still excited for some reason to watch this. I don't know, but it looks like we have the first full
because
trailer,
it's
so
fucking
lit. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark official trailer. I'm Tessa with mamasgeeky.com.
What the fuck was that? That was her intro, I guess.
Scary Stories.
No. There he is. Yeah,
Some people believe
Straight off the
if
bat.
we repeat stories often enough, real.
Also, I love her. I'll tell you that.
They make us who we are.
Oh, this is kids.
That can be scary.
No, he's gonna hang your scouts dry.
She's holy shit.
Do you want to see a haunted house?
No, should be the answer.
Some kids went missing, so they boarded it up. Okay, we saw it. Can we go now? Boarded the chicken.
Boarded the chicken.
Don't go in it.
What's that?
It's a book of scary stories.
Such a fucking wild, dude.
No!
What fucking universe are we living in? What's up, dude?
I hate Harold.
Hey, what's going on?
Tommy's missing.
Tommy's name was in the book. There's no way it's actually connected, right? Okay, what if what happens in the book is exactly what's happened for real? Oh my god. Augie!
Stella!
Listen, you're in the next story. We're reading it right here.
It's a corpse looking for her missing toe.
Oh, it's the toe one!
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the toe one.
I think you got it, little shit.
I'm afraid that we woke something up.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't do that. The right button, no.
Stop it.
I'm gonna have nightmares. Harold, no. Oh! That one is so creepy. Oh, the spider!
Sarah Bellows' book, where the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
There were so many spiders.
The Jangling Man is coming.
I don't like him either.
I don't remember him. Which one was that?
No. No. No, thank you. No. Nope. Nope. No. No.
Yeah! Get the fuck out of here. The fuck is this shit? For real? Okay. Me to the Duke. The Jangly Man?
This summer from Guillermo del Toro.
Okay, so that's an original creature then. Some things that you might have missed.
Things you missed, and prepare yourself to relive your childhood nightmares. Because in today's episode, we're looking at the teasers for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Stick around to the end of this video if you want to hear how these classic stories tie together in this new movie.
Oh, dude, if you're trying to fucking tell me which ones are the...
At the time of making this video, there are 4 teasers for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and they're filled with references to the original trilogy of children's horror stories.
I
Now,
know
I'm
the
more of a
obvious
Scary
one.
Stories for Sleepovers kind of kid myself, maybe a little bit of Goosebumps, but I'm definitely interested in the new movie because the
Scary
teasers look
Stories for
intense, like they're
Sleepovers?
aimed
What the
for
fuck
kids
is
who
this
grew
shit?
up with these stories and are now adults. Let's take a look at the first clip.
Based on the iconic book series. Scary Stories.
The creature in this teaser is a recreation of the monster from the short story called The Dream, which appeared in Scary Stories 3. The tale is about an artist named Lucy, who goes from town to town to paint various villages. She decides to go to a village called Kingston, but the night before leaving, she has a dream about this pale-skinned woman, warning her to flee while she still can, that this is an evil place. So the next morning, she wakes up and decides to go to a different town, Dorset. As she's looking for a place to stay in Dorset, she looks at a room that resembles the room from her dream,
So he's
which
just going
makes
to
her uneasy.
recap the
The
stories
landlady
then.
goes to make some tea and give Lucy some time to think it over when the pale-skinned woman appears before her, sending Lucy running for the hills. In the movie, the creature approaches a boy down a long hall with a red light, which tells us that this movie may not be an anthology of scary stories adapted into short films, but rather that the stories exist as stories within the world of the movie, and that maybe the characters find themselves in trouble when they discover that these stories are true. Another story from the book is showcased in the next teaser.
Oh god, no, please stop. No, please.
Scary stories.
The story is called The Red Spots, and it's about a girl named Ruth who's paid a visit by a spider as she sleeps.
Don't
The next
fucking
morning
show
she
that
notices a
goddamn
red
shit.
spot on her cheek that looks like a spider bite, but instead of going away over time, the spot grows until one day it bursts while she's in the bath, and tons of baby spiders come crawling out because the boil was actually filled with spider eggs. In the movie, the girl discovers a spider's leg in the red spot before it bursts, and she's in high school when it happens. The roof tiles are similar to those in the first teaser, leading me to believe that they could all be in this school together. If you know anything about the Scary Stories books, you probably recognized the next monster. This is the first story in the first book, in which a boy pulls out this toe from the woods and he brings it home for some reason, and his mom prepares it as part of her soup and they eat it for dinner.
Yep.
If you never want to have soup again, I completely understand. But not much is different here in the movie because the next thing that happens is the monster comes after the boy. The monster in the book is also described as having a huge mouth and teeth to chomp its victim's bones. But the movie version looks more like the Green Giants. The last teaser is a little bit more ambiguous. It has the boy from the first teaser who keeps saying, "We're next." And then this other kid is attacked by this green goblin-looking ghoul. I don't think there's a specific story or piece of artwork that this guy is from in the books. So my guess is that this is one of the many unseen monsters from the stories. Probably 30% of all of these stories in the books follow the exact same formula, where somebody's in a spooky house or location, and they hear something coming towards them and getting closer and closer, and then whatever it is that's making the sound disappears and the story ends. So my guess is that this friendly-looking guy is one of those monsters, but this time he comes and breaks down the door. There's also this other shot in the teaser. This last one is just packed with stuff, and it appears to be water dripping into a horse trough. There are 3 stories with horses in the series. One where a witch turns a man into a horse at night, one where 2 kids are attacked by a ghostly tribe of men on horseback, and one where a fortune teller predicts that a man's horse will lead to his death, which is most likely what we're seeing here. So how do all these stories connect and make a movie? According to the studio, a group of teenagers in the 60s discover a book of stories whose legends begin to turn real, resulting in horrific deaths across their town. So I think they'll discover that the tales of horror read about in the books are the key to overcoming these monsters in real life. Let me know in the comments if there are any stories that you'd like to see incorporated into the movie, and remember to subscribe to CZ's World and ring the death bell for notifications so you don't miss out on upcoming Things You Missed episodes like the Scary Stories. And if you love short horror stories, click on the playlist on the left to listen to some creepy stories that I've written. As always, I will see you in the next one, assuming
Get the fuck out of here, the stream's over, you fucking jack off. Get the fuck out of my stream, you fucking jack off. Ow.